Hey everybody, welcome to the King of Shadows 1111 YouTube channel. This is Queen of Light 1111. So I hope you guys watched the Queen of Light video first because I did some channeling already for the masculine. If you haven't, stop now, go there, watch this, and this now is a continuation. If you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. So now, as I mentioned, Divine Masculine knows that he must bring in truth, balance, fairness, integrity. He must do what's right. He's walked away from any reunion. He's walked away from the soul connection, and it is giving him a great deal of stress and sorrow. But I also feel like he knows that he needs to walk away from the past that is creating him anxiety. All right, there's a great deal of anxiety and stress that this masculine is feeling based on his past behaviors. Well, why is he feeling that way? Because he hasn't addressed the past. Why is he feeling that way? Because he hasn't come correct and taken accountability for his actions. Okay, so he knows that he needs to do that. So now his his overall energy towards his feminine is the Six of Cups, remembering the past, memories, revisiting the past. Someone returns from the past, nostalgic. Masculine's overall energy towards his divine feminine is that he's very nostalgic about her. I feel like maybe there's been a little to some communication between the two, and I feel like, there's a little bit of a bridge, but it is actually contributing to him remembering the past, remembering this connection with his feminine and his actions of what he did and didn't do. When he thinks of this divine feminine, we've got the Empress here. He wants to manifest an energy of moving forward towards divine feminine. Remember, in her headspace towards masculine, we have Knight of Wands, Empress, and the Church. So she's like, dude, you're hot and cold, hot and cold. I'm the Empress. You can't be hot and cold with the Empress. And sure enough, when he thinks of his feminine, he's like, darn straight, you are the Empress. I want to manifest. I want to create this desire. See, we have desire here. And that's what that Knight of Wands is. He's very passionate. He's very aroused by his feminine. There's a great deal of strong emotions and desire that drives him forward to wanting his feminine. So when he thinks about his feminine and he revisits the past, he's thinking about, oh man, my feminine is hot. My feminine is a goddess. My feminine gets all the parts of my, juices flowing. So when he thinks of his feminine, he's like, she's the goddess. She's an empress. And I want to manifest movement forward. But I also feel like, look, it says here, break free. I feel like he wants to break free of that wild energy and tame himself. So when he is in his heart space for his feminine Knight of Cups, he wants to come forward, but he's very, very burdened. He feels very overwhelmed of any, gesture of moving forward. And so he's very much in this energy of wanting to connect with his higher self, wanting to connect and rise above, right? Come forward with energy of love, gestures of love that are more than just passion. So I do feel like he wants to move forward, but he's like overwhelmed by it. He's burdened by it. He doesn't know how to move forward because of his remembrance of the past. So his environment as related to his feminine, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Where do we get that? In feminine's overall energy towards masculine. Feminine's working on herself. That's all she's concerned about right now. Her spiritual journey, her 3D journey, or whatever it is. She's focused on herself. And sure enough, in the environment for masculine as related to feminine, he's working on his wishes. And where do we get that? Here in her environment. They're both working on their own emotional fulfillment. And for masculine, it's really about being stable. It's about being strong. It's about also being physically, able, abundant. But I do feel like his wishes that he needs to work on his own self, work on breaking free of passion only, and desire only, and moving forward with stability, with strength, and with energy that can keep this connection moving forward in a way that it just doesn't fizzle out once they've been intimate. So now, what is his energy towards the karmic? We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Accept the outcome, regeneration of a relationship. Make a comeback, reconcile, repair over it. So, there's a potential here that his energy towards the karmic, or the energy with the karmic, that they have potentially reconciled or are trying to regenerate the connection. And that's because why? 9 of Cups, 5 of Cups. Where do we get the 9 of Cups? Here. He's working on his wishes, right? But in the meantime, what I do feel is that he's like, all right, well, here in this connection, I've lost my wish. I lost my wish of my feminine. Maybe I should look at this connection with the karmic a little closer, right? He does want to move forward. There is a burden in moving forward with feminine. He's revisiting the past. He's working on what he wants. And so we are in Mercury retrograde. So there's a potential here that this karmic and the masculine have regenerated their connection. And now he's in the energy of, I've lost some wishes here. And I'm trying to clarify, is this karmic who I want? Is this karmic relationship what I want? I know what I lost here. I lost the Empress. So in his overall energy towards the karmic, he's doing some work. He's doing some work. He's setting some goals. He's really in this energy of trying to lay a foundation. He's in this energy of, working hard. When he thinks about the karmic, there's an imbalance. He's not sure if this is the union. He's not sure if this is where his happiness is. And so he's trying to sit in his intuition. But he also knows that he may potentially be traveling a lonely path, right? He potentially has lost this wish with the feminine, lost his wishes with the feminine. Now, if I let go of the karmic, I'm going to be traveling a lonely path. In his heart space for the karmic, 8 of Wands, there's some sort of communication about smoothing things over, transitioning to a place of peace, forgiving each other. I know this might trigger people. I know it might, but I have to read it as the energy comes out. And so in his heart space, he may be in communication with the karmic and saying, hey, let's move on from what we were fighting about. Let's forgive each other. Let's move towards, love again. And so in his environment, he's restless. He's made an offer to the karmic and he's burdened by it. He feels guilty. He feels shameful because he knows that he's making offers based on being afraid to be alone. The energy of their connection, they're trying to heal their fears, their uncertainty, and their illusions. But it's all deception. It's all deception. They can come back together 20 million times. But it is always based on fear, it is based on uncertainty, and it is based on illusion. And all they're doing over and over again is wasting time in self-interest, self-deception, and insincerity. If you are a feminine in this type of cycle, listen, let it go, surrender. Because he can do this over and over and over and over again, and you are not to waste your life like they are. He is going to continue to be in this lesson with this karmic until he learns the lesson. You keep doing you, boo. Okay? If you guys want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. Have a great day. Bye.